basically all the ranges and the dices you need, all the stats on these one card. So it's really nice, isn't it? Right? You take one dice per figure, and sometimes there's a special skill which I'll get into later that might determine that, but that's quite rare. So it's one dice per figure, and you have a number next to your shooting skill. So I will not know until this is done if this can pick this up, and I won't do this again if it's done. So there's the shooting, and if you can't see it, it's a 10. That means a D10. So if I'm firing on the coordinate ranges, I take it 1D10 per figure, right? And then you take the range. Now, long range for coordinate ranges, long range is 60 centimeters, medium's 40, short's 20. So you find out in what bracket do you come under, and that puts a difficulty setting on it. I believe, off the top of my head, medium range is a 7 is the target score, right? So you've got your target score 7, you've got your D10, right? And then you add or take away any modifiers for cover. So let's say they didn't, and they're just in the open, medium range. They roll their D10s, they have to get a 7 or more, right? And for whatever 7 that they get is a hit. The target player then has to take those hits, and then he rolls a saving throw of 5+. It's always 5+, with his highest dice score for shooting and melee, because they both have a number that determines their dice score. So if you've got a D12 in there, you can roll the D12 to get 5 or higher. Basically, and then all the ones he fails are dead figures. No, don't do that, little bird. I gave her a biscuit. I tried my best to stop her. And yeah, basically, that is how the turn's done. That's how shooting's done, should I say. Melee is kind of the same, but if a unit clashes with another in melee, the other unit has to activate, regardless if they have done already or they've been so before. And what that does is they take their melee dice, which is from anywhere between a D6 to a D12. You pair them off 1x1s or 2x1s. You have to make it as balanced as possible, a bit like Lord of the Rings, And you roll one dice per figure, and you roll the dice, and you add your modifiers, right? And whoever gets the highest score takes the hit. And then basically what they do is both players then roll the, make the saving throws again with their hits, and that determines hand-to-hand combat. As I said, so simple, right? And you're probably thinking this is like too simple, It's not going to, give the Napoleonic people detail in it. But what this game does do, which is amazing, is the special abilities. This is what makes this game give it the twist, right? Each unit, right? Oh, that's the other thing. Each unit that has a card, they are unique. There's no two units the same. So every regiment has its own stats and skills that picks it out from the other, right? But you have these special abilities, right? For instance, Cornet Rangers. This is the command deck. Let's see if I've got a better one actually. Right, yeah. This is your average Cornet Rangers unit, and he's got the ability Volley Fire, Old Third, and Rapid Square. Now, what this means is you can pick either one of these for your army because you've got the points next to it, or all three. But say they picked Rapid Square. Now, what they do is their special ability during the game is if they get charged by cavalry, they can form square to take on the cavalry, right? So you've got this really good defensive unit. So their role on the battlefield is cavalry defence. So you'd now put them on the flanks or whatever. Or you can volley fire, which is if they don't move and they stand touching bases, like base to base contact, the whole unit, they can then fire at a +2 modifier. Brilliant, you know what I mean? So that's really nice. I've been hit by that so many times. Evil. But basically, what I'm trying to say is each unit then is given a specialist role. So not only are you trying to activate and get the initiative on your player, but you're trying to put your specialists where they'll do the most damage. So you've got a lot of tactics in there. And I mean, it's not forced tactics either, like 40k, or I think Frames of War to a degree forces tactics on you. You can play this game either like a Napoleonic general, form line, form square, and all that, or you can play it like you've got a blooming bunch of space marines. You will die. Let me tell you that. If you don't play with Napoleonic tactics, it's not forced on you, but for someone who knows their stuff, they'll kick your ass big time. But that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of this game. It doesn't, you know, it's a Napoleonic game for everyone. You know, without sounding cheesy. But yeah, that's basically the game. Now, right at the moment, I said there's the main rule book that's been translated. It's in Spanish, and now it's just been translated in English. About 230 card packs are out. You buy them in one go. I think they're about €25 for the PDF. But the rule book is for free. That covers cavalry, artillery, and basic play. There's a big game mod coming out soon, which I'm looking forward to. That supposedly because at the moment it handles, I'd say, about brigade style, which is about 3 units of 10, or probably a bit more, about 6 units of 10 or 12 it can handle at the moment. I think it could handle more as it stands. I haven't had a big game yet, but that's what the author thinks. So he's made it a big game modification, so we can go for company or possibly division, which is huge games, which would be really cool. And that's for free. He's doing this as an add-on for free. You know what I mean? You've got to hand it to the bloke. He's only trying to make money where he has to properly, to keep the old rent on the table. But yeah, anyway. That's what's out at the moment. Check him out. It's Capitan Games. If you click on it on the site, if you're in, if you only speak English and you click on there, you'll see a little English flag. Click on it, and big apologies because there's no English section for the moment, but they'll take you to a blog. Don't let that put you off. He'll put you on the blog. It's because the bloke's really nice. He'll answer any questions you got, and obviously all the rules are on there for nothing. So please go on there. I say, I can't remember the link, but it's Capitan Games. Google search it, it'll be on the top of your page. Right, and I said, if you're into this game, fast, simple game for Napoleonics, good strategy, subtle strategy, and it's cheap on the money. What more can you want? So, yeah. Oh, I'm not very good at this whole ending thing. I am so sorry. I'll get better at this. I'll be like, professional. Anyway. That's my first review. I'm hoping to do Secrets to Third Reich next, or something weirder. Sorry, screensaver. Transformer thing shooting at me. Anyway, people, catch you laters. Ta-ta.